A unipolar world dominated by a very powerful United States with a nuclear arsenal to out-bomb any nuclear arsenal anywhere in the world, the ability to destroy the world several times over. At the same time, lecturing the world on peace, freedom and democracy, while 40 million Americans have no access to health care whatsoever, whilst the levels of poverty in the United States are deepening, while the gap between the richest and the poorest in the United States is deepening all the time, as it's destroyed and used up its own natural resources, increasingly used up the natural resources of all its neighbours, and goes further and further away, looking for oil, looking for uranium, looking for anything else. It's essentially a foreign policy, for the most part, of isolationism and self-interest. Its refusal to join the League of Nations after the First World War basically scuppered the whole idea of a universal body at that time. Its reluctance to join the UN was overcome by its hatred of the Soviet Union and the Cold War. Its refusal to join a lot of UN institutions, and more recently and more crucially, its absolute refusal to join the International Criminal Court. I met a delegation of Norwegian MPs. Very interesting people. We were talking about prison system in Norway. It's great. If you're going to go to prison in Norway. It's comfortable, you'll be cured, and you won't commit another crime. It's worth thinking about. But we also discussed the dreadful events of Breivik and his killings in Norway, when all those wonderful young people were shot by Breivik. What was the response of the Prime Minister of Norway? He said, "We will defeat this thing by democracy and human rights." What was George Bush's response to 9/11? "We will bomb the hell out of somebody. We'll go and have a war somewhere with somebody."